back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about Frozen 2. It's time.
It is time.
Okay, so you've waited long enough. I do apologise for my loyal subs that are here for this review. You've been wanting it and finally she is here. Yes, I am buzzing. I love this film. Like, when I say love, like, I love this film. I'm literally like tempted to get tattoos and everything. Like, I really enjoyed this film, and I know quite a few of my review videos lately of the Disney ones, for example, have been very like, oh my god, I love it, there's nothing I don't like, and that is genuine the truth. Like, I am being completely honest, and I actually loved this bloody film so much. Like, it really, okay, like, long story short, let's just get it out there. I was going through a really rough time again, so I've like stabled my anxiety, which is amazing, but my depression has really come up and she's arisen. Hello, with the seasons changing and everything, we love that. We don't love that because, you know, no one wants to feel like that really, but here we are. So I was going through a really bad time, and then I went to see Frozen 2, and it all just kind of came together, if I'm honest. So I was feeling really bad, really in a bad way, hence why there was no videos for like 2 weeks. So I do really apologise, and I didn't even say, I just haven't been in a good place, but I'm back, yay, so we love that. But this film honestly just means so much to me, but I think because it came out at the time that I was feeling really low, and then when I watched it, it really just, there was something in me with this film that it just made me really like, oh my god, like open up and flourish and everything, and I just feel like I've come back to being me because of this. Loads of people are going to be like, what are you on about, like blah blah whatever, you don't really care about that, and I do apologise me saying about it all, but I think that's why I've got a real big like thing for this film, because it came out at the right time that I changed jobs, and you know, that I feel myself again, and like I feel like I really connect, because this will not be spoiler free, by the way, so I'm going to be here and I'm going to be talking about anything and everything in this film, so do be prepared. But the fact that, you know, that Elsa finds herself in this film, and the fact that I've had to leave my old job because unfortunately I wasn't in a good place, and now I've gone to another one, which I've done before, and just basically how I just feel myself again. And, you know, I found myself, it sounds so cringe, and like, I'm just gonna say it, like, but I found myself again. Like, I feel good, I feel in such a good place now. Yeah, okay, I have really like down days, don't get me wrong, like everyone does, but this film really has helped, and this is great, I must admit. I feel amazed by this film. It's a sequel, which I love. Like, there are some Disney sequels I'm not a huge fan of, and I don't think they did very well with. And being a Frozen 2 sequel, now that is a high expectation, especially from the first Frozen film. Like, that came out and it was great. I really liked it, really loved it, really enjoyed it. But then it just blew up, didn't it? Like, it's like the most popular thing. Everyone loves Let It Go. Everyone's just obsessed with Olaf and Elsa and Anna and everything. And, you know, like me too, we love. But it just blew up. And I don't think Disney realised that, did they? Like, how much money it made. And they were like, oh my god, okay. Maybe they weren't, because they left the first Frozen in like a really good place. So they didn't even need a sequel. Like, no one sort of like asked for a sequel, if I'm honest. And I'm very grateful they did one, I'm not gonna lie, because it's what I needed, I think. Like, Anna and Elsa, like, they weren't my favourite princesses or queens and stuff like that, but they honestly have gone very high up, and both of them. Like, I'm obsessed with Elsa anyway, like, I always have been since the first one, but I'm just more of like my Tangled Rapunzel kind of gal. She's always number one. But I just think, if I'm honest with it all, I'm just very much like, hats off to them, because I really like the story they did. Jennifer Lee really went to town. She really figured it out. It's been 6 years, but I think it was a good time to release the sequel still. Some people are saying they should have waited like they did with Incredibles 2 over at Pixar, but I honestly do believe that this was a very good time to release it, you know, right before Christmas anyway, which is fantastic, very Christmassy feels. But I just think, even though it has been 6 years, they did really well. I personally loved the story, and a part of me feels that all the mums and all the kids coming out just expecting it to be another one of the first one is going to be disappointed. And I spoke to a few people in that situation, and they were very disappointed because they're just bringing their young child. And I was like, look, personally, if you think it's going to be like the first one, you're going to be very disappointed regardless, because it isn't. It is a sequel of one of the big Disney films out there, of course, because of how big and how popular it is and how much money it's made and everything, but it's going through the story, and I really don't want this next bit to come across rude or arrogant or like me making out I know everything or whatever like that. But if you think it's going to be the first one and you don't really listen to the story and understand it, you are going to be disappointed. And if I'm honest, it sounds bad and I really don't want this to come across rude, but if you're going in thinking it's just another Disney film, it's like you're not really, I don't want to say it like this, like a true fan, but you don't really get the film, personally. I don't know, I don't really want that to come across rude or horrible or anything, but I just hope people can see it from my point of view of what I'm trying to say with that. Like, if you really liked the first one as such as well, obviously, like if you really, I don't want this to come across really rude or anything, I'm so sorry if it does, like, if you like understand the story as such and see what they were trying to do and have done with the second, you would really like it and understand it. I know not every film is for everyone, I completely understand that. Everyone doesn't have to like everything. There's some Disney films I don't like, there's some stories I don't like and all that, but I think personally, I think it helped because obviously I was in a bad way and I just really connected with the story, which sounds really weird because no, I'm not an ice queen, no, I have no ice powers, no, I'm not the fifth spirit and all that. Like, I didn't actually know what was going to happen, and as soon as the teaser trailer and the main trailer came out and stuff, please go back and watch my reactions to that to then after watching this, because I just think it's hilarious. It's great when I'm like, oh my god, what's happening and everything. So like, apparently the plot was actually released and like the whole like everything was released before the film came out, but I didn't want to go in knowing what it was going to be about. So, you know, I went in not knowing what was what, and I think I loved it more that way. Like, I think some of the people that have read up about it before they went to see it sort of just had this big expectation, and then it might not have like fulfilled to what they wanted as such. So I had no idea. I was very excited for the film. I was scared as well because I was like, what way is it going to turn? There are some sequels that aren't good, and then there's some that are amazing. So I mean, you just take it how it is really, and it is entirely up to you, your opinion. I'm not going to sit here and say you have to love it, you have to hate it, nothing like that. I personally really loved this film so much. Everything was just beautiful. I really enjoyed the story so much. I love that we saw Anna and Elsa's parents a lot more. We found out more about their story. It was just so pleasing and beautiful in everything. And honestly, the most thing that I'm gonna say about this film is just that I love it, obviously, because if you know, you know, then I love pretty much all these films that I've been doing reviews of, because I feel like if I really love something, I'm gonna do a massive review and really hype it up. If I don't like it at all, I'd feel really rude that I'm just coming on just to moan, and I don't know, I don't want to do that as such either. Anyway, so can we just go through with the character developments in this film? Let's start with Elsa, shall we? Because she's the queen, she's my queen, we love her. She has grown, hasn't she? Like, girl, she is so much like the voice actress Indina Menzel. Is it Indina? I can't pronounce her name. Anyway, so she has grown, and I've been watching non-stop interviews all week since I've seen her. I've seen Frozen now 5 times, and I'm not guilty about it. Like, you know, I'm here for that, and I will continue to keep watching it until it leaves cinemas because it's incredible. I loved it so much. I don't think I've overwatched it either. Which is mad. So basically I've been watching non-stop interviews, and she is basically her, and it's mad because Christian Bale is actually Anna, and it is just mad, but I absolutely love that so much, that they are them and they've taken them from like the real world into their characters, and I just absolutely love it. Like, she can be very, very shy and anxious. Indina Menzel? I can't pronounce her name. You know what I mean, Elsa. We're just gonna say Elsa. So the voice actress really, really is Elsa, like, so much. But because she is a theatre actress, pretty much, and her voice is just beautiful. So I haven't like seen her in Wicked or anything when she was Elphaba, but holy guacamole, like that woman can sing. She is incredible, and you can hear that. Like if you know and you listen to the Wicked soundtrack, you just know, oh my god, Elsa is just so strong, she's just so powerful, everything. When Elsa sings, that is when her true self comes out. Definitely in this one, she's still very anxious and very, you know, like insecure with things and nervous and shy and everything. But when she sings, that girl sings, I tell you, just the songs are just so powerful and so meaningful for her. She, by the looks of it, what I take from the film is you can just see that she is just so herself and comfortable when she sings. And I love that. I wish I could sing, like, honestly, like, I think I can, like, when I sing the songs, but my god, I can't. But oh my god, I just love that so much. I love how strong she is, how she just never gives up, does she? She didn't want to go on another adventure, don't get me wrong, because she's scared. She is scared, but when it's finding herself, that's what she needed to do. That's what she wanted to do as well, and it was just so well thought out, and I love it so much. Quite a few people I've spoken to have said that this film is basically based around Elsa, and I get that a little bit as well, but you do see a huge character development in Anna as well, and I am just in love with that because we see the sisters together. We see how much in these 6 years, how much they have just sort of connected to one another since the last film, and it's beautiful. Obviously we don't physically see them, you know, from the 6 years, but you can just tell, like on screen, on the animation, through the actors' voices, everything, and it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I just think everything that they've done, even the script was so well done. The songs are just, oh my god, like the first film songs are beautiful. I love them. Let It Go is still very, very powerful. And I was talking to my boyfriend about this actually, and he still prefers Let It Go, but I honestly think I prefer Show Yourself. Now, I'm not saying Into the Unknown. I love Into the Unknown. I think it's a beautiful song. But we will get onto a whole new situation with Show Yourself in a second. So Show Yourself and Into the Unknown are the two songs that Elsa sings, and they are just beautiful. They're so powerful, really bring out her character, and it's just amazing, and we love that. But I still do think I prefer Show Yourself to Let It Go because of the meaning behind it and what happened to me when I was watching it at that scene for the first time, when I listen to it all the time now, and when I like physically watched it 4 more times later. And it was just intense, literally intense. I can't cope. I just think everything was so well done. The story is just beautiful. You know, I love seeing more of the mum and dad so much because it's like some films you don't see the parents, or you don't hear from them, they don't talk, or they say one line, or say like Entangled for example, the parents, they don't really talk at all, and it's such a shame. But then eventually, you know, you do, and then, oh my god, if you've seen like Tangled, the series and stuff, then you'll know like the sitch. But it's so nice to see that. I love this kind of new way that I think Disney are taking, especially with, you know, the families, the parents, other characters, the developments, the strengths, the weaknesses, everything. I just think it's beautiful. There wasn't a villain in this film, which is insane, really. I mean, sort of, but not really, like, nah. But I really did just enjoy it so much. I just thought it was so well thought out, like everything. No wonder why it took 6 years. You know, literally hats off to you guys, as if you're watching. Thanks so much. I loved it. But going to like Anna's character development, she has literally just gone like above and beyond, hasn't she? She's still her crazy, weird, funny, clumsy self, which everyone loves and is very relatable to. I know I am, like I'm sure others can as well. And I really do feel for her because she is so caught up in the whole like protecting of her sister. You know, she's got her finally, not like in a bad way or anything obviously, but from like growing up, it was so hard for her as well, you know, and then, you know, finding that connection and that love and relationship again with Elsa, and then, you know, she doesn't want Elsa to hurt herself for like anyone else or like herself or anything, and it is very caring. You know, you can see how much she loves her sister so much, and Kristoff of course. And do you know what, there was a lot of funny moments in that film as well, and a lot of heartbreaking ones as well. So obviously when Elsa, you know, gives her life, I told you this wasn't a spoiler-free one, guys. When Elsa gives her life, you know, to, you know, find because she went into the unknown. We love. And like when Anna is singing that grief song after she's just lost her best friend Olaf as well, you know, phew, the tears were rolling, they didn't stop, it was bad. Like, she is so strong, but she doesn't feel that she is strong, you know, she doesn't feel that she can do stuff that like other people maybe think or whatnot, and it is so sad in a way, her thinking like that, which is just awful, of course. But her as a character, she's continuing to grow. She doesn't really believe in herself, what I get from the film. Like, maybe she, I don't know, I feel like she has to be told that she's quite strong as such, or like prove it to herself, or she does it and she doesn't realise. Like when Elsa said to Anna, "You've saved me again," and Anna was like, "Really?" and all that, and it was like, well, yeah, like it's you know, like you've done this, like be proud of who you are and what you've done and what you've achieved and all that. And just that song, my god, that grief song, The Next Right Thing, just hit everyone and everyone. Like, I wasn't expecting that, I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting that kind of song, and how powerful it was, and how like relatable in a way it is. Like everything, people are gonna laugh at me that I'm being related to, I'm like relatable to a Disney animation film, but if you know certain things and stuff, and you know, it's not just me, and there's a few others that I've spoken to that are really hitting home with certain things in this film, and it's just, oh my god, so like so much. I can't cope. The songs are just beautiful. I'm gonna go back to them. Like every song, I actually love every song, and for me to love every song in one album is mad. Like that doesn't really happen. I'll be honest, Olaf's song isn't that much of my favourite. It's probably my least favourite out of them all. Lost in the Woods, oh my god, that was hilarious. So at first, I'm gonna be completely honest, I think at first that was the one thing I was a bit like, what the hell? So obviously, like the whole Kristoff situation, you know, like Anna's just left after he was trying to propose with reindeers, which, can I say, I would love that proposal. That is just like beautiful and amazing. So obviously he's like doing his whole boy band, like singing, like dramatic kind of, which, do you know what, at first I was like, what is this? Like when Sven started singing, I lost my, literally, like I thought it was hilarious. I was just sat there in shock, like, oh my god, this is so funny. I was like, what on earth is going on? And quite a few people have said that they really didn't like it. My boyfriend, for example, he wasn't really a huge fan of it. He didn't like the whole boy band vibe of it. But Jennifer Lee, when I was watching the interview, she said she wanted that. She thought it was hilarious and all that. And it's just sort of, in a way, I think rather than making his song really emotional and heartbreaking, like compared to Anna's, I just think it was a little bit better for now, like the Disney princes as such, to come out of their shell and talk more. I don't want, again, that to be like any confusing or hard or horrible or anything, but I really do feel that that could potentially, that's kind of a look that I've looked on it, that it could be maybe like down that road. I don't know, like there's a thing, isn't there, especially with like mental health and stuff like that, like men don't talk about situations. And I'm not like referring it or relating it, and I don't want anyone to be like, what on earth are you on about? But like, and I know it's just an animation, but you don't know, like, they might have wanted to like secretly like hidden Easter egg intended that. You just don't know. Like, I just think in a way, maybe like that sort of a situation to not try and get men to talk, but sort of maybe like be like, you know, it's okay to cry, it's okay to sing about it, it's okay to talk about it, you know, like no matter what, like do it, like it's okay. I don't know where I'm going with that, but I really liked it. I thought it was hilarious. When those reindeers started singing, I died. I was crying so much, and every time, because I watched it with my boyfriend's sister and brother-in-law, then I watched it with my boyfriend, then I watched it with my mum, then I watched it twice on my own. And every time when I was with people on that scene, I was watching them to see how they'd react. And at first they were like, what on earth is going on? Literally the exact same as my reaction. I just found it hilarious. I thought it was great, but then I'm sort of like looking at it from that point of view as well, how I've said. I don't know, like, I don't know if other people were thinking that, but I mean, I did. And like, I liked it. I really liked it. I really like the song. It's so powerful as well, so catchy. Like, isn't it catchy? It's so like good. Like, I don't know, I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I really liked the songs so much. That Will It Sound, Lullaby, oh my god, like how dark is that? And it's like, how softly it's like, not too far or you'll be drowned. And it's like, oh my god, like in that first opening scene when the mum is singing to Elsa, she's like cuddling her and laughing, they're like, oh, you'll be drowned. And I was like, whoa, that's dark, Disney, okay, like, you know, laughing and joking about being drowned. Like, that is my fear, by the way, can I just say? So that's a no from me for laughing. But I just thought things like that, it just was so nice. It was so, so nice. And isn't it catchy? Isn't that catchy? Like, so catchy. I am singing that on the repeat and I love it. I can't cope. So going through with like the Into the Unknown, obviously we had like a little sneaky preview, didn't we? I didn't listen to the entire song at all before it came out, before seeing the film. But you know when you hear little bits and you're like, oh my god, stop. So when I heard him, I was like, oh my god, this is so good. I love the Panic at the Disco's version. It's so like rocky and like, yeah, like we're going into the unknown, we love. And like Elsa's version, just like, oh my god, she is sassy, can I say? She's like, I can hear you, but I won't. Like, yes, we love that. I didn't even get the whole hair flick. That was disappointing. Like, there we go. But I can't cope. Like, I'm just obsessed. Them songwriters just, they know. They know, don't they? Yes, there isn't, say, as much of a powerful one as Let It Go as such, but they actually said Into the Unknown and Show Yourself, I believe they said, is equivalent to how high Let It Go is. So, like, yes, we'll say it like that. We'll leave it like that. But Show Yourself. So, okay, right. There's a lot of things. This is going to sound so silly. It goes back to my whole like Toy Story 2 situation, which is why I love that film so much. So there's like, I was into horses when I was younger. I was that horse girl. Yeah, we love. So with the water spirit and the fact that it was a horse, oh my god, like, and then when Elsa tamed the horse and was riding the horse and then she started singing, I was like, this is the one, this is the one. It didn't even click that she was the fifth spirit, okay? I was so engrossed in the film, I didn't even realise she was going to be the fifth spirit, and I was like, oh my god, it's of ice. And then I was sat there and I was like, oh my god, what's happening? And then she starts singing. Got to readjust because I can't cope with this. Then she starts singing, and then when you actually sit there and listen to the lyrics, that is the one that actually gets me so emotional. I think I'm tearing up now. I don't want to be dramatic, but I'm actually obsessed with that song so much. I just think it's so beautiful, and when you physically listen to it and watch her sing it as well, I know it's an animation, okay? I know. I just can't express enough how beautiful it is, how, I'm gonna say it, relatable. And just like how much it really means to her. This is her finding herself and finding answers that, you know, she never found, and how she's like, oh my god, no, you know, like I'm really powerful, but not in like a, oh, I'm really powerful kind of way, like being able to control the spirits and befriend them as such, you know. And I just think it's just incredible, like just incredible the way that it's all done and how it's telling the story in the song, which is so nice. And then that's it me up. And then the mum comes in, and then it's just like, this is the one. Here we go. Yeah, it's setting me off already. I can't, it sounds so silly, but I can't express enough how much I love that song, and it just makes me want to cry every time because she's so happy, she's finding herself, and she sees her mum, and like her mum knew all along pretty much, and it, well, not really, but did, and I was just like, I can't cope because it's just so, it's just so nice, like really, really nice. It's just absolutely beautiful, I find. Like, I just think it's so well done, and how emotional it is. And then she even, you know, and then she didn't even realise she was the fifth spirit, and then it came to her and she was like, oh my god, like, and then, oh my god, her dress. Can I just say, Anna and Elsa's costume changes throughout the film, I want every dress, even Anna's, because I can't cope. Like, they are absolutely beautiful. I want them all. Elsa, I want your travel outfit, I want your Snow Queen, I want your ice spirit costume dress. You look insane, you look beautiful, girl. I am just obsessed, literally just obsessed, and I just think everything is just so well done. I can't I need to take a breather because I feel like I'm saying the same sort of things, but honestly it's just how I feel about it, and it just sounds so silly, I'm sure, but I hugely obsessed, and I mean hugely obsessed. Like, I will listen to the soundtrack all the time, all day, every day, when I'm driving to work, driving home from work, and it's just the best thing ever. Like, me personally, I think the story was quite strong. Some people aren't a fan, and that's fair enough. Like, I'm not one to sit here and judge and say, you know, you're wrong, I'm right. Disney know what they're doing. So, I mean, not everyone's gonna like every Disney film, and if you do, then okay, fair enough. I mean, we'll crack on. But I just think the way everything was done was just so well. And I just find as well, it did go a little bit dark in the middle, don't get me wrong, but I mean, can anyone remember how Mother Gruffle died from Tangled? Like, I thought that was really dark in a Disney princess film. So, I mean, we got dark bits in Frozen 2. And you know what? I'm here for it. It is Universal, you know, the kind of film certificate that's on the on it. But I think it's okay. I think it's okay being like that. I love that there's so many adult humour, like jokes and puns and intentions in the film as well. Like, Olaf growing up and being more mature in those 6 years was just great. I'm so glad he has grown up in this one. I think what I wasn't really a huge fan of was how, like, immature he was in the first. I say immature, but you know, like, younger and stuff. Obviously mainly for the kids, don't get me wrong, but I just think just the way that he has definitely, you know, like, grown up that little bit more in this one. You can tell. I think he was just hilarious. That Samantha scene, I died. I literally died, went to heaven, came back to watch it 4 more times. It was that good, that good. I just thought it was hilarious. I creased up so much, and I was like being looked at by other adults, and I was like, it's me. I think it's hilarious. Like, it's just certain things. I'm not a huge Olaf fan, I'm not gonna lie. He's not my favourite sidekick, nothing like that. But he was okay. And Josh Gad is just amazing, isn't he? Literally amazing. I just think he's brilliant, I really do. And how, like, angry he was and stuff, and I was like, oh no, this is scary, like, Olaf being like this. But I mean, everyone's got to grow up, ain't you? Like, I'm never gonna grow up, to be fair, but yeah. Can we just mention how the animation has had a huge glow up in 6 years as well? Anna and Elsa's expressions on their face, and just like anything and everything, that animation was crisp. Now, I'm not a film expert, or I don't, you know, I didn't do like film studies or anything like that. I'm not a film student, nothing like that, but I can see like amazing animation right in front of me, and that was crisp. We saw that from the trailer anyway, how beautiful and how perfect the animation is in it. Disney's always growing, you know, it has been 6 years. You'd like to think obviously it's got that much better. I'm obsessed. I really, really am. I just think it's incredible. The ice, oh my god, the ice looked so real. I was like, that is mad. I thought it was real. Honestly thought that was real in the film, which is mad, like real life. You can see Elsa's collarbones as well, like in the like sea scene, and I was like, this is mad. This is so amazing how they've done this. Like, again, no wonder why it took them 6 years. I mean, fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. It was absolutely beautiful, and I loved it so much. Like, really loved it. I just thought it was fantastic. There was nothing I didn't like about the film. I really liked the ending as well. It did make me sad that Anna and Elsa did split, but I still do think that maybe it was for the best, and they've definitely left it open for a third, haven't they? You know, I mean, they're gonna. If this was done really well, which by the looks of it, it has, #1 film in the world, can we just say? I just think it's beautiful. I really, really do. I love every character. We had our new characters as well, and the baby reindeers. Oh my god, Bruni, my little fire spirit. Oh my god. I can't cope. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my god, I just think it's brilliant. It's so, so well done. I'm just obsessed, literally obsessed with it. I just think it's beautiful, it's brilliant. It is just so well thought out, and I just love it so much. I think it's incredible, and I am gonna have to finish it here because I'm gonna just be going way too much more into it and stuff, and just, I love it, I just love it. But do let me know down below what you thought of Frozen 2, because we are gonna have good chats about this film, because it is beautiful, it is insane. I love it so much, so let me know what you think down below, guys. So that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below about Frozen 2, and I'll see you for a brand new video soon. Bye!